Welcome, everyone. My name is Dr. Elvis Ali, and I'm going to talk to you today about what your wife or loved one experiences when she goes through menopause. Every woman is different. Every age that she enters menopause, the average age is about 51. But did you know that even menopause, we call it into the point of entering, could be perimenopause in your 40s. So let's talk about four different things. According to research number one, the sleep disruptive circade. Number two, we'll talk about the neuroendocrine roller coaster. That's when we get hormones going back and forth, up and down. Number three, very private, we're going to talk about the intimacy equation. And number four, we're going to talk about the cardiovascular crossfire, I call it. Let's talk about number one, the sleep disruptive circade. In fact, a study was done in 2022. And in 2022, they found in menopausal women, they found 61% of females experience significant sleep disturbances. Why? Because of night sweats and hormonal fluctuations. But here's the kicker. Partners of menopausal women report actually a 30% increase in their own sleep fragmentation. And that was published in 2022 in the Journal of Sleep Research. So poor sleep, to summarize, is linked to many different things. Cognitive decline, cardiovascular risk. So if you care about your health, your partner or wife menopause should be your biological business. You must understand what you may be going through. We call it the sleep disruptive circade. Number two, what about neuroendocrine encounter? We call it the roller coaster. Hormones are fluctuating back and forth. Estrogen, progesterone a decline, estrogen going up. Estrogen actually regulates something called serotonin and dopamine. These are natural neurotransmitters that make us feel well. They are the key mood regulators. And when levels drop during menopause, studies show 2 to 4 times higher risk of depressive symptoms. And that was published in the Harvard Review of Psychiatry in 2020. Let's translate it simply. Simply her irrational frustration might be neurochemistry. It's not you, the partner. So it's important to understand when you look at the hormones being shifted and estrogen and progesterone and the neuroendocrine roller coaster, they may exhibit a lot of depressive symptoms. So how do you deal with that? It's important for you to understand. Get a journal, write on your stress, talk to your partner. And when you deal with natural therapies, there are lots of natural herbs, natural vitamins, especially the B vitamins. The next is what we call, and very sometimes a private dilemma when people speak about what we call the intimacy equation. According to data from the Journal of Sexual Medicine, it reveals that 50 to 70% of menopausal women experience something called dyspareunia. We call it painful sexual intercourse because of the atrophy of the vagina and also dryness in the vagina. So due to that, there could be a direct result of the plummeting of estrogen. So ignoring it doesn't just strain the intimacy, it rewires and requires neural pathways towards avoidance. So what's the solution? Intermenopause, low libido, dyspareunia. Well, science says the solution is open up a dialogue and topical estrogen, natural progesterone cream, or moisturizers can restore function in 80% of cases. That's 8 out of 10 women who suffer from what we call the intimacy equation of dyspareunia and vaginal dryness. That could be mitigated by a lot of natural therapies. And last but not least, number 4, the cardiovascular crossfire. This is what a woman also can experience. And very popular, menopause actually accelerates in women cardiovascular risk. So by going to your healthcare practitioner, they are very concerned, besides bone problems and hot flashes and mood swings, cardiovascular risk is really prominent among menopausal females because it's the #1 killer of all deaths in the world today. But stress also from relationship strains and tension also can spike men also with cardiovascular risk. In fact, a 2023 American Heart Association study showed it tied marital discord to a 34% higher risk of hypertension in males, increased blood pressure. So when you know you've been diagnosed and you think about the cardiovascular crossfire, there are natural approaches. Omega-3 fatty acids, B complex for stress. What about herbs like curcumin and turmeric and spices and herbs like garlic? Those are really, really well researched, that things that you include in your food, in your diet, besides your exercising, breathing, tai chi, yoga, foods. It's very important to understand when a wife experiences or a loved one goes through menopause, there's many things you have to take into factor, one by one, discuss it, educate yourself, and try natural approaches to deal with all of these symptoms. Thank you very much. Look forward to hearing you and also having you tune in the next time we come on. Thank you very much.